Sorry about that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined. My name is Uncle82, and welcome back to King's Quest. Last time, we continued on through the labyrinth, where we found the Ice Queen, Isabella, who was, well, because of this particular path, was Nice, the other princess up in the tower, but over time been turned to ice. She initially had no memory of us and mostly they, but eventually the spell was broken and she was smashed by the Sphinx, Bananan. But one of the ice guards picked up the crown, and we basically left after that, after finishing everything off. What we have here is the Good Night. Chapter 5, the last chapter we have, because we do not have the epilogue. Oh, and the kids know that Graham's about to die.
Recovering Lord Sullen's xylophone certainly sounds like a charming ruckus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a quest to be remembered by. One final adventure for future generations to share. Surely, my dear friend, you can relate to that. Oh, hello, Gwendolyn. Come on in.
Where did your friend go?
Why, he's right behind you, keeping warm by the fire.
There's no one there.
Not to worry, he'll be back. Always bouncing in and out, that one, like a slingshot.
Grandpa, we need to talk.
Of course, sweetheart. What'll it be? Dragons, treasure, love stories.
We need to talk about this.
I see. Come here. I am so sorry. I should have told you when I had the chance.
I'm just not ready for you to go.
Listen to me. I am not leaving you, not yet. The mirror promised me one final adventure.
But the doctors, they said...
Has the magic mirror led us astray before? I'll be here for one more adventure, no matter what any doctor says.
So, where's this adventure taking place?
I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be grand. One for the tapestries of time. I was thinking Serenia, or a family trip back to Tanalor.
Grandpa, you can't even get out of bed.
Oh, I can get out of bed all right, just saving up my strength.
I need to know why.
Why? I thought it would be nice to have an adventure outside these walls with the whole family.
No, not that. I need to know why the doctors can't fix you. There has to be a magical fruit that can cure you, or a spell to extend your life. I just can't believe that you're only suffering from old age.
Take a seat. There are a few more stories I have yet to share. For as long as I can remember, adventure always had a way of finding me. But as I grew older, I had to find adventure for myself.
Sweetheart, are you sure you need to go out questing for trouble at our ripe old age?
Darling, this old hat may be tattered, but it's not ready to be hung up yet.
I know. I know. As long as you're living, you'll be working to make Daventry perfect. But what's the point of working so hard if we never can enjoy it? We still haven't watched a single sunset from the Rose Garden.
But there's still so much to do, love. I need to stay sharp. I just don't want my legacy to fizzle out like King Edward's.
Do what you like. I know I won't be able to convince you otherwise.
I probably should have stayed back and watched that sunset, but I had adventure on my mind. Perhaps there was another lost treasure to recover, or a unicorn to be rescued. Oh, if I was lucky, a hideous beast would be terrorizing the kingdom.
Man who is never satisfied.
I still had dreams and goals. Old age is no excuse for complacency.
You deserve a chance to celebrate your accomplishments.
She's quite the walk.
Oh, it seems like only yesterday you taught my arrow to fly. The town was always a good place to start an adventure. Perhaps I should start there.
Golden Age of Graham. Nothing to do with the moat monster.
Wait, aren't you forgetting...
What was that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No bridge trolls left.
Amaya and I cleared out all the spiniferous thorn weeds in the backwoods and planted a lovely rose garden instead.
Wait, what happened to the snarling Snarlaxes? With purple eyes, blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
They had to be crumbled. Ruin the castle's curb appeal, I'm afraid.
Actually surprised why I went in for it. Doesn't seem like her style. Nothing there. And certainly that was Flenia's bridge. The one out from the castle. Ladder. Oh.
The clang of that copper bell brought me right back to my younger days as a squire.
Hold on, Grandpa.
Yes, sweetheart?
It wasn't a bell.
Oh? And what What was it?
It was a horn.
A horn. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Forgive my momentary lapse of memory. A patch of fire impeded my path forward. A mere brain teaser to get my logic wheels spinning.
I'm starting to question his commitment to our guild.
He needs to work on his time management skills. As long as he knows the password, we have to let him in.
He is a weak link.
After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
He'd better come soon.
I'm sure he'll be back any second. I wish Ulfie would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule. Now, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say it like that.
So, Pilar, not Fulani.
Where does he keep disappearing to?
He probably knows we don't have the croissant. I'm getting tired of opening that door for him.
Years ago, if my memory serves me correctly, we redesigned that old meeting space into a...
If we're looking for water, I would imagine it's a commemorative fountain.
a commemorative fountain honoring every guard who ever served the kingdom of Daventry. The fountain was meant for every guard who served Daventry, but I couldn't help shedding a tear for Larry every time I passed by.
So we've missed a bucket somewhere, I would imagine. Unless there's something else we've missed.
Am I remembering this right? We redesigned the space into a memorial honoring Pilar and Mr. Wattles. Pilar transferred to Ludor in the summer of 1679, and she was annoyed to find out there was in fact no bridge troll guild in existence there. Hungry and poor, she discovered a new cause to rally behind. She founded the first charity whose mission was to feed the trolls. Waddles retired when I took the throne. He stayed local, though, and created most of the art and tapestries that you see on the castle walls. He finally became the drawbridge that he always dreamed of.
Fuck me, that's been set up, hasn't it? Treasure trolled on the bridges of the past.
We redesigned the space into a sandbox that all the children of Daventry could enjoy.
Hey, how come I never got to play in that sandbox?
Your father was always paranoid about badgers doing their business in there and would never let me take you. Ah, a randomly placed item to add to my inventory. My adventure was already off to a great start.
So I don't know if we'll get this chapter done today. Would be nice to. So I'm wondering if, truthfully, it was redesigned into all three. But you've got to work your way through it.
We redesigned the space.
But now we go back to the fountain because we've got the bucket.
A commemorative fountain. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. The fire was extinguished, and my journey continued.
Ah, that's better. Thanks, King Goosey.
You're very welcome, friend.
Wait, what's going on? Where's Ulfie?
What do you mean, sweetheart? He's right there. Ulfie, a magical talking bridge.
What?
Oh, hold on a second. You may be right. Ulfie was a bridge with a troll on his back, right? Oh, sorry. I mean a troll with a bridge on his back.
Correct.
How did your back catch on fire?
Oh, I'm not sure. Ulfie was taking a nap and then became very itchy. Probably just another heat rash.
A cool bath with 2 cups of oatmeal should clear that up. It's worked wonders for me.
Yeah, your skin does look fantastic for 86.
Well, that's a shame. 77.
Oh, my apologies, King. At 386, Ulfie's memory isn't what it used to be.
I know. You told me that yesterday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Can you believe how old we've grown?
It seems like only yesterday we were dancing the dance of the official Bridge Troll Guild. And all the paths through Daventry were wide open. I just hope I chose the right direction, because my journey has become a bit of a straight line lately.
Oh, I hope that's not why you squeezed into your adventuring gear. It's been Ulfie's pleasure to watch your little bridge take root and blossom into King Graham the Brave. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if you enjoyed my earlier accomplishments, wait until you see the greatness my next adventure will bring. I couldn't wait to get into town. The square was probably full of people in need of an adventurer. Someone to fetch treasures or forage rare ingredients. On that day, I would have taken any quests offered. One slight problem. I couldn't remember which way the town was. Which way was the town again? My muscle memory was having a hard time remembering.
That's quite the fire.
What
Oh.
is this place?
I'm not sure. I don't think I went this way until later. I better turn back.
So the controls are inverted at the moment.
I'm sorry. I can't remember all the details. Don't worry, they'll come to me.
Hmm. Okay, we weren't making any progress, but that's interesting. That does make it seem like there should be something there. Beyond that. So I guess we're heading towards the fire.
No. The town was certainly not that way. Oh, please, no! Is this how I would be remembered? I had to enter those flames before my legacy was burned to the ground.
Ah!
Even in my old age, I was still pretty smoking. Your grandpa's on
I guess
fire.
we don't
No,
want that
he's punished,
chest then?
that is.
Or we can only carry one thing at a time, which is probably more likely. Okay.
I saved one treasure, but it wasn't good enough. I pushed myself to grab another one. The thickness of that smoke.
Okay.
2 treasures saved. They were charred, but not beyond repair. I probably should have stopped there, but there was no turning back now.
Grandpa, what were you thinking?
Shh. I need to concentrate.
Oh, fuck.
I love a good fire pun.
Ah, hit the wrong.
I guess
Keep hitting the
now
wrong
would be a good
direction.
time to pause and ask if you have any burning questions about this story.
Again, nearly immediately hit the wrong direction. That's better. No.
Was all that really worth it?
Sorry, my story's been good enough.
What do you mean? Your stories have been amazing.
I'm just not sure. There's so much more I could have told you. There are so many other details that I forgot to mention.
Grandpa, your stories are perfect. Just the way they are.
I just needed more time. Give me a few moments. I need to fill you in on some other details.
Grandpa, I'd like to remember the stories how they were first told to me.
They'll be better with all this stuff I forgot. Trust me.
Please don't ruin my memories.
Right, so we're no longer inverted. That's connected to a door. Music is the key to unlocking this memory. Okay.
What are those?
Fairies. I couldn't figure out where they fit in the story.
Perhaps the story was better without them.
3, 4. 3, 9, 4. Purple. 6 is red.
Did I tell you the goblins
That's
rode
why I
around
said-
on rats in the caves?
No, but how does that make any sense?
So where's the 1 and 2 then? 7's black. And a blacksmith. 1 gold, 2 silver.
See that? This is Tree Dorman, Amaya's partner.
Grandpa, Amaya doesn't need a partner. She's a strong woman by herself. Besides, he kind of seems underdeveloped.
You may be right.
I guess it didn't work out with Whisper then? So red, red. Or is it orange, orange? Well, it could be pink, I guess. Pink, pink. So pink, pink. The 3 was beige, I think. Yeah, 3's beige for maroon. That's fine. 5 is that pinky red. No, sorry, 5 green, 6 red. I think. Yeah, so 5 is right. Green or orange. Sorry, orange or pink. Orange, I think. And then the 7's that.
And Whisper's song. How could I have forgotten Whisper's song? He sang it to Amaya when Alexander first met them.
I think a song would have made that chapter a little too long.
In the past, Whisper may have raved about how Whisper was brave.
Would have forgotten you.
But my boldest feat on land or sea is loving you more than I love me. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. Hey, love can boast, right? Whoever wrote that has some learning to do. Now, bask in the words I'm about to sing at you. Life was once full of danger and enemies. Whisper was brave, vanquished all foes, I mean ran away speedily, and you tempered my armor and then my heart right from the start. You mended all my shiny parts. You're bold, daring, endowed with a muscular lower jaw. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that a description of you or moi? And side by side, together you and I, what as Whisper can soar, Whisper can roar, after I'm all done with my chores. Whisper now cooks, Whisper now cleans, does any fetch quest for his queen. But my boldest feat on land or sea is loving you more than I love. And you know that I love me. I love me.
Oh, there was another puzzle in the ice labyrinth. I feared it was too hard to understand, but perhaps I was wrong. I had to find a way to get everyone on the switches.
Okay. Hmm. Obviously, we need to use that path at some point. Oh, we can't use that one. That doesn't work. So the second movement definitely has to be up. Unless... it doesn't seem to like to go there. That's the move. Was it putting me on a different square then? Okay. That explains a bit. That's why I didn't like it. So I had it right. Oh, my thought was right in using that
There was
path.
this whole other hidden Wetzel wolf cave. Did I ever tell you about the time I raced on top of the bridge trolls? What about my sorcery battle with the winged ones?
Stop! Your stories were perfect. Didn't you tell me that no story is ever done? It just stops being rewritten?
I will go back and fix them. We were planted in Daventry at the same time, but just like my legacy, this tree would outgrow me.
look at the gate.
I had beefed up security on that back gate to make sure no Etzel wolves could break in. The lock was crafted from very rare chromium I mined from the caverns in Ceridia. It was resistant to magic and required multiple keys. Of course, I couldn't remember where I had hidden them.
Cars might be fine.
We were planted in Daventry at the same time, but just like my legacy, this tree would outgrow me.
Nothing down there.
The fumes from the Crumbler 2 were still stuck to the walls, and it appeared the shop had not been sold yet.
Can never inflate for triumph.
There were many crumblers over the years, but the first one was my favorite. She never stopped filling those work orders.
I wonder if that's like...
No! No! My castle! I ran back home to make sure everyone was safe.
What is causing all this fire? One would imagine it's mana. Or mortar.
Well, hello there, friend.
Manny, hasn't your game grown tired and old?
Oh, I'm quite finished expending my efforts to refine this cesspit. I sacrificed my best years to the pursuit of a better Daventry. Now there's nothing left for me to do except watch as it burns to the ground and to hope that it will all be forgotten.
It was never about a better Daventry, and you know it. You just want to prove you're better than me.
Better than you? What have you ever contributed to this kingdom? If I didn't rig the night tournament, you wouldn't even be standing here. No, you owe your entire legacy to all the cretins that sacrificed their lives to build it.
Well then, leave my family out of this. Come out of hiding and face me alone. I'll grant you the rematch you so desperately seek.
Graham, your bones are too weak for a duel of strength, and your ankles would fracture in any contest of speed. Would your rusty memory even provide any decent competition in a game of wits?
What's the matter, Manny? Are you afraid if I win, you will run out of excuses for why you were never crowned king?
All right. First, prove to me that you're still strong and quick. You know where to find me.
All right, mine, don't fail me now.
Why burn it all to the ground? Pumpkin patch.
Why, hello, old friend.
But the tree no longer stands.
Daventry's pumpkins thrived after the squirrels moved back to Avalon.
Thank you, Queen Madeline of Avalon. I'm going to assume it's a bit like...
It seemed like when I was younger, every door was open to me. But as I grew, one by one, they began to close.
And I'll assume that's partly down to the choices you made.
There's nothing else to see that way. Look, I phased out that memory for a reason. It's not important for this story. Fine. Keep wandering through old memories. But there aren't any new things to see in that direction. All right, so I did hang on to this memory, but just for fun. I never did get to try any of those croissants. Now, can we get this story back on track?
I was raising the dead. Found some very old pastries. There's something in that bush. Another triumph flight. Moves different symbols. Let's check down here first. The river's dried up. That tree's been chopped down. Nothing else there. That being said, how much of this is reliable?
Ah, that's right. I had tried my hand at designing an escape room. One key was definitely locked in here. If only I could remember the combination.
There's a critter out there. This light
These
will
things
help
are always
with the tunnel
more
vision.
fun in groups. Wonderful, my favorite. Abstract art. I can't quite recall what the picture looked like.
Well, it's definitely purple.
Wait 1 sec.
But we'll hold off on that. Anything about that? Okay, so yeah. And Mr. Fancy Pants. Ah, okay, so we're going to be putting items down. Put items down to weigh them against the weights, I guess. Problem is that doesn't entirely tell me. That's at least balanced. So we can start with that. Ah, that's what I should actually know. So that means 4. So that's 8. So that means these are worth 2, and these have to be worth 3. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Which sorts out the final digit, I would say.
I may be remembering this wrong. Was it pink?
Ah, so base of a 2.
Was it orange?
Yep.
Was it purple? Wait 1 sec.
And that takes care of this. So 2 something something 9. The light will help your tunnel vision. I imagine that means we're going back through a tunnel, probably the one that we previously used the pumpkin patch for. I'll go across that way. But we can now push through here.
Wake up, Graham. Your mind is strong. Hold on, that's not right.
So we'll find something that has to do with that. Tunnel's this way. Let's double check if there's anything here.
Goblins thrived in the rocks to the east, so I stayed away.
Drive for peace. AFS. The tunnel is now brightly lit. There's a spot there. As well as you trap, use this shovel to dig up the answer. I guess back there. Where we were.
I was happy my lighting project had been implemented, but I did miss using my pumpkin lantern. After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
Not sure how much help that padlock's going to be. Just in case there's something about getting all of these. Doesn't here look like it? This is something else. Yeah, the waters have all dried up. Yeah. sort out all of those. Ah, but we no longer have the pickup. I did wonder if it would be needed further towards the island as well, where Wednesday and that had their utes. Well, sorry, not their date. Where he proposed to it.
The key was a bit too high for me to reach.
Might need to come back for that one.
The key was a bit too high for me to reach.
Considering stuff keeps changing with his memory whenever we enter and leave a place, I wonder. So the village is gone, but the holes are open. He was around this one.
I may be remembering this wrong.
Or back to the first one. I guess back into the cave and then back out. It's either back into the cave and back out, or back to the windmill and back. That's all boarded up again. And now village. Boy. Two keys and all of the triumphs. Should the keys where we're digging. That's that bit. It's always nice to meet the pumpkin. I'd imagine taking off to one of the pumpkins. But while we're here, we should check here. Okay. Oops. Nope, not two. SRREKFT. RIP. Ah, that's okay. So that's it. There's the key. No way across. Wanted to come back to that. Fishing rod. I always wanted to try fly fishing before I truck. 6 frogs. T6 something 9. Oh no, 8. 2, 8 something 9. Unless the badge is to do with which number plate Triumph was. Unless that painting's the badger. Because there were bunnies, was it, around the room? Yeah, that's small badger, isn't it? So 829, and I guess how many rabbits are around the room? So we had one there in the opening. There's one hiding behind that pillar. So yeah, there are 2.
I may be remembering this wrong. Wait 1 sec.
2, 3, 4 in the rafters, 5 there, 6. 6829. So, no, you were 2. Seven, so I was missing 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was back there, so where was the 7? Was there a double up somewhere? Oh no, it was on the table, wasn't it? Yeah, there. Because I'm sure you'd find it odd.
I had beefed up security on that back gate to make sure no Etzel wolves could break in.
Surely you'd find
The lock was crafted from very rare chrome.
You'd find it odd that, as in to get to the palaver bit, you'd find it odd that you need to go that way for the fly fishing, but they've blanked out part of the path. Makes sense for there to be something. Hanging on to the frog for a reason.
I remembered where all the keys were, and the lock was open, which proved my mind was still quick. I pocketed the chromium. It was too rare to leave sitting on the ground.
Really? Minded. Who's your mind is still quick. Is that... Can we shut the door? No, we can't. Interesting choice. That pathway is now gone. We know where we're heading. I don't remember that corpse being there. Maybe it was.
I'm gonna feel that for the next 10 years. I don't remember adventures being so hard on the knees. Forget leg day. I need to strengthen these ankles day. Well, I didn't feel that one, and I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Should we?
Keep your eyes peeled, Gordon. He should be here any second.
You know how I feel about that name.
Fine, Mordak. Open your eyes. Look alive. Don't screw this up.
Screw this up. Might I remind you, it's my magic keeping you alive.
Yes, and when your magic concocts a working batch of Cosmolotion, I'll praise you. But my patience has grown thin, and I will not tolerate any more mistakes.
Brother, I warned you to stay away from those potions. You wouldn't hear it. I've wasted 30 years of my life trying to duplicate Hagatha's formula. And I'm afraid at this point, I'm ready to move forward or move on.
Is your mind slipping in your golden years? Have you forgotten everything I've sacrificed for you? I took you in from the cold. I saved you from a life of goblin slavery. And you have the gall to complain about 30 measly years?
Well, sometimes it still feels like I'm a slave to a goblin.
Hold your tongue, Morden, or I will.
Hmm. Or crystals, go that way.
Mordak, didn't I extinguish your flame years ago?
I was hiding under the floorboards.
I knew it.
How's the family?
Getting along surprisingly well since you shrugged them.
So glad to hear that.
Uh-huh. You mind moving out of the way?
I assume a reference
I
to
have
another
some
King's Quest game.
business to attend to with your boss.
Mananin has strictly forbidden me to let you pass, unless you can convince me that your mind is still strong and quick.
And how might I go about that?
Follow those clearly labeled signposts.
Of course.
Bring me back proof that you have completed each trial, and then I will escort you to Mananin.
I know you won't answer honestly, but I'll ask anyway. Is all this some form of an elaborate trap designed to crush my bones, yank my arms out, or contort my body into a twisted sculpture of death?
No.
Sounds like some good clean fun.
Interesting way to go about that. Says no, but nods his head.
You have your proof yet?
Part of me thinks the nodding of the head's the more honest answer.
I can't figure out if something just broke or snapped back into place.
Could be both.
Grandpa, are you all right?
I just haven't thought about these stories, in a long time.
Your ears are all red.
Just give me a moment. This part gets a little wacky. I think I should rest a bit first. You mind getting Grandma in here?
I'll be back after your nap.
Get your rest, dear. I'll be back after dinner.
I'll be fine. Take your time.
Just ring the bell if you need me.
Good night, my love. remember your promise. Always seek adventure.
Yep.
I wondered where you went off to. No, it's not time yet. I was promised another. I'll fight it, I assure you. But... oh, I'm afraid you're right. You've always been a straight shooter. It's true. The mirror never promised I would live another adventure. Only that my adventure would live on. Just let me say goodbye.
I thought it was when he said straight shooter.
Afanata.
Do you smell that germite, Graham? It's a toxic fume, I'm afraid. One that is said to challenge the strength of the mind.
Your memory is fading. To prove that your mind is still strong, you must survive your own thoughts. You see a man who has a lot of unresolved business to attend to. Queen Volney's pleads with you to stay. Dear, you're pushing yourself too hard. Please don't engage with Manannan. Stay here and be with our family. I could never leave the kingdom in this wretched state for our children. I guess that's more. There could maybe be more, Graham. Talk to my precious Alexander. Rosella and I can work to restore the kingdom. Please let us help. You don't need to face Manannan alone. I'm afraid I have to, son. Dad, you've given us everything we need. All we need now is you. There are still plenty of treasures I wish to leave for you. This is a good way to do that. Look at armor. I don't understand armor. I know this is the style for certainly the very old King's Quest games. Look at a Chaka statue. Behind a Chaka's bust, you see a red string of pearls. Pearls. Pick up the valuable but useless pearls and store them in your seemingly endless pocket. Are we ever going to get to do anything with that monster? These small bushes in the background hold a vast amount of valuable yet useless treasure. You store it all in your magically never-filled pockets. Which... Taken by the Mate Monster. Well, Yotzi, I wish to thank you for playing King's Quest. We're very sorry that you did not succeed and hope you will fare better next time. Good luck. Very different version of King's Quest. A Whisper and Acorn. Well and truly dead. Dancing dead. Put the ivories of a bone xylophone. Oh my.
Graham? Is that you?
Amaya? Wait, if you're here, does that mean that I am?
Well, what's your gut telling you?
That it would rather be filled with jelly beans instead of dread.
Calm down. It's not your time yet. I'm just here to help you navigate your own feelings.
Is there any advice buried in there? Perhaps on outsmarting Manny? Or how I can make sure the legacy of King Graham the Brave will not be forgotten?
Is that what you're worried about? No wonder your stomach is tied in knots.
Let me have it.
Legacies are not about what you leave behind for people, Graham. They're about what you leave inside of people. Your kingdom might be best left for the young.
That's it? You don't have any sarcastic barbs or any items to give me that will eventually solve all my troubles?
Hey, I've given you everything I have to give. You're gonna have to complete this quest on your own.
Wake up, Graham. Your mind is strong.
I guess both the yes and the no was correct. For Mordok. Was it a trap? Yes. Was it going to do all those gruesome things to him? No. Still strong-minded. Prove your mind is still strong.
Great. Set that over there, and let me know when you've completed the trial of speed.
The trial of speed has to be that.
Right this way, please.
Well, where is he?
Meow. Charmed, I'm sure.
Are you kidding me? You wish to challenge me like this?
Careful what you say, King. My species has no bearing on my abilities.
I have no problems with cats, Manny, or goblins, or sphinxes. My issues are all with you.
No matter. The duel hasn't even begun, yet I've already won. Are you aware that you've hand-delivered everything I need to complete another batch of Cosmolotion?
Shocker.
Allow me to explain that you, King Graham the Imbecile, have once again...
Yeah. Wax poetic for 2 more hours, won't you? Pardon my vacant expression, though. I can barely hear out of my left ear anymore.
Fine. Have it your way. I'll speak with brevity. Long sentences. Drawn-out syllables to emphasize a point. Raising my voice. More sesquipedalian words. Overuse of the term moron. And I'll need a hair from your beard for my final ingredient.
See you at sundown?
Meet me at the floating island.
Good chat.
Dad, we brought you some treats. Dad?
Oh. Well.
Grandpa!
No.
Dad, say something.
Story.
Gwendolyn, go get the nursemaids.
No.
What do you want me to do? What can I get you? You want Mom? Mom!
Story.
Sorry?
No, story.
The story. Help me finish it.
Let's get him back in bed. Grab his feet.
Graham!
I couldn't reach the bell.
I should have known you would try to escape.
I thought I needed one more adventure. One last trophy to hang on these shelves. But the only treasures I need are standing right beside me.
It's okay, love. You can stop fighting. It's time.
Not before my story is done. You have to finish it.
Me? I don't know how it ends.
I'll help you.
I can't. I'm not ready. Gart should tell it.
Grandfather's passing his hat to you. I think you should take it.
Go ahead, Cuddlebug.
King Grandpa, the greatest adventurer to ever live, would do anything in his power to protect his family. As the sun set atop the floating island, Mordak placed the final goblet down for a toxic duel of wits.
That's a great start.
Welcome, friend. I'm glad you could make it.
Mananan restored himself back into human form using the ingredients Grandpa had unknowingly brought to him. But he was weak. The Germite crystal was the only thing keeping him alive.
Mordak has carefully designed a series of trials to test our wits. Don't worry, he hasn't given me any answers. Some of the goblets have been topped with hypnotic powder. We will complete each station individually. If you drink from any of the tainted cups, you will lose and be under my spell, and vice versa.
The goblets had been set up in stations, each with their own rules.
I'll spare you the long speech and just let you read the rules. Ready to prove a goblin is smarter than a man?
I wish you would hurry this along. I am putting in my resignation from the Brotherhood after you two are done playing this ridiculous game.
Stay away from that. It's not needed yet.
It's overlooking the castle.
There was one clue for each set of goblets. Someone must have thought themselves pretty clever.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Three brothers wave, two of them knights, the other a knave. Knaves lie without fear, knights are truthful, lend them your ear. Only one cup is neutral.
Only one goblet was safe to drink from.
Cup 1 is safe. Royal Guard B always lies. Cups 1 and 4 are tainted. Cup 2 is tainted, and Royal Guard A always lies. So these are the two that contradict each other, which means this one has to be true, which means that's tainted, and he is lying, which makes that the knave, which means this is true, which is 1 and 4 are tainted, so the one that's not involved in any of them is 3.
Finish this one too. Simple, really.
And that was a diamond. Which is the other thing I should have done if I did that. But okay. Star. Which 4 goblets are safe to drink? This puzzle will reveal the link. Trolls carry napkins to wipe fruit juice from their chest. Dragons never eat the flavour they detest. Snoots and trolls peel their food before they ingest. Each creature eats a different type of fruit. Which treat pairs with a troll, dungeon, badger, and snoot? Well, the only one of those that doesn't have fruit juice would be the bananas, so it must be the orange. The orange must go with all of them. Sure. Unless we need to tick off each of them. Sorry, they all double fruit. That's what I'm missing. So yes, technically they're all GC for the troll, but the snoot also the snoot. Snoot must be the badger thing then. Yes. The snoot's the top. So because they both appeal, the snoot and the troll both appeal, but the one that's so you've got to eat that while the snoot's got to eat that. Dragon doesn't eat grapes, so it's got to be that, which means the badger eats the grapes. So those will be the 4 that are safe.
Neither of us are hypnotized, so let's continue on.
Diamond, star, heart. I'm trying to think which one this correlates to. It's sort of starting to match up with the escape room puzzle. Guards standing in formation. In 4 rows they will align. Pay attention to their location. No guard should repeat on the same line. Find the 3s in their station, and your cups will taste just fine. Guards standing in formation in 4 rows they will align. Pay attention to their location. No guard should repeat on the same line. Okay, it's a Sudoku. It's easy enough. That's a 3, so that makes that a 2. So that can't be a 1, so that's the 1 and that's the 3. 4. That's a 3. That's a 3. That's a 4. Which means that's a 1 and that's a 2. Which ones? Find the 3s and you'll cut them. It's fine. Let's do one thing again. So the 3s are that, and that. Just want to make sure I have
Not really much of a challenge for minds like ours.
Each digit reveals a set of adjacent black squares in corresponding row or column. Multiple digits in a row or column reveal multiple sets of consecutive black squares separated by at least one square. 15 of these cups are safe to drink. So I'm assuming it's something like that. Set of adjacent black squares in the corresponding row. But, so let's start with this one. Because we know that has to be 5. That also means that these two have to go. That fills out those ones. This top one has to be that. Which means those two have to be that. They're both filled, they're both filled, they're both filled, which means that's the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Mordak, you could have made these a little more challenging.
Sorry, I said club before, didn't I? It was a spade. This is the club. Kings can be brave, compassionate, or wise, but there is only one path that leads to all three. To find the one cup that is safe to drink, you must follow the path that begins on a triangle and ends on a 3. We can rule out that one immediately. The numbers are too big. That gets you 13, that gets you 14. Likewise, we can rule this one. Well, we can rule that out from the 12 perspective because that's 6. It's 4 for the 8. That's 5 on the 8. But it's 3 on the 6. Well, it's 3 on the 6 going this way. But it's 4 going that way. Which would mean this is the one that's... No, that can't be safe to drink either. But it's the only one... It's the only one that works though. That gets you to a 3. I would imagine it's got to be that one. Because it's the only one that can.
One more to go. Think you can handle it?
Feeling this is going to be a memory. Yep, and there's all the marks. Good king looks towards the future, but is always conscious of what he is leaving behind. Club was 3. The diamond... Ah, no, sorry, because it's leaving behind, isn't it? So it's I guess how many goblets are left. The diamond would be 3 then. So I was right to keep that bit, just not. I meant to. Arts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Two 12s on the. Yes, there are 2 12s on the board. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 12, 10, and 4. Twelve, 12, 10, 4.
The duel was at a standstill. Neither competitor could prove they were smarter than the other.
I was afraid of this, friend. Although you started out as a lanky bumbleward, over the years my trials have conditioned your wits to equal mine. No matter, I have a backup plan. This flame enchantment will ensure neither of us can leave until the other has perished. How about instead of wits, we engage in a lethal game of chance?
Grandpa had no choice but to play the game. He was trapped and his kingdom was on the line.
I won this set of goblets from a game of wits with Lord Sarwyn. One of them holds an irreversible eradicating elixir. A powerful magic that will slowly destroy whatever it touches from the inside out. There are no special markings or any way to puzzle out which is the poisoned vessel. If there was, I would have slipped it into the batter of your breakfast years ago. But what fun would that have been? We'll each take turns choosing a goblet to drink from until they're all gone, and the better man wins. You'll drink first.
Grandpa was at a loss. For the first time in his life, the 4 E's of puzzle solving could not inform his decision. There was no logic to puzzle out. No clues or hints. Just a simple choice of life or death.
And I believe sort of death.
Oh, don't mind that. Just a simple trinket. Well, I guess you won. Bested me. Good show, old friend. Guess I'll ingest this and call it a night. But you know I don't play fair. And you've just revealed where the elixir is hiding. You played right into my trap, just like that foolish archer.
Yep. Grandpa's life was spared and our whole family moved to Tanalor. The end.
No, Gwendolyn.
What?
It couldn't have ended like that. You know, if I chose that cup, it would have destroyed the very castle you are standing in. There was only one solution.
He was out of options. Grandpa looked around at the kingdom he created and realized there was only one choice. Grandpa knew the eradicating elixir would slowly destroy him from the inside, but Daventry would live on. That day, Manny was outsmarted in a way he never imagined possible. In a way he could not comprehend.
Huh. Nice move. I'll accept that. But let's see if I can help speed up the effects of that potion. You pushed a thinking man to brute force. I hope you're happy.
You've already won. There's no need to torture him.
It was at that moment, while his body was being jerked through the air, that Mordak was reminded of his first encounter with Grandpa. Those memories stirred up something fierce inside Mordak. Manny didn't save him from a life of goblin abuse. Grandpa did. And it was time he repaid the favor.
Leave him be. I won't ask you again.
I guess it's time I held your tongue.
Manny's enchantments over the castle were broken, and he was never heard from again. Daventry continues to thrive and prosper, thanks to the sacrifices made by King Graham, the greatest grandpa to have ever lived. Is he still...
Oh, yes. He heard every word.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. The hat suits you well.
It was beautiful. You kids have always brought so much joy to your grandfather.
All of his children have.
All right, kiddos, it's bedtime. Say goodnight to Grandpa and I'll tuck you in.
Good night, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, God. And I am proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I just want to say, you're the best grandpa, and my favorite person in the world. I love you. And I'm so sorry you didn't get your last adventure.
Sweetheart, there is nothing to be sorry about. I now know that all of my adventures will live on forever inside of you. As long as you keep telling my stories, they will never die.
Thanks for sharing them with me, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, dear. Go get some rest. Wake me in the morning, and we can make some pancakes.
Grandpa.
Hmm. It would have been nice to see the chair rocking again. Not really to do with goblins. Obviously helping him get the eye. Ice puzzle. Again, the ice puzzle. One last deed, and a valiant rescue. I guess my guess was that is 4867. My guess with the as fragmented memory where we had to play the music is that'll change depending on whether we're brave, wise, or compassionate. So for the wisdom, I would imagine you might actually get to see the Cracklepot's son. Unless it's about Acorn getting a partner. And for the Beakers.
My sweetheart Gwendolyn, when you read this letter, you'll already know about the crown I have left for you and why. Please don't worry about me. I lived a long, fulfilling life, and I wouldn't change one decision. I've led this kingdom with all the bravery I could muster, and I've seen that same courage in your eyes. But I would never force upon you rules and addenda to protect my legacy. You must make your own decisions. I only share my stories in the hope that they would help you down whichever path you choose for Daventry. Go forth and be Queen Gwendolyn the Brave, or the Patient, or the Dragon Slayer. Just know that I will always be watching over you and kissing your forehead from the stars above.
Yes. Right, John now. What's this to do with the bird? It's not letting me out of the room. Grab the hat, I guess. Is it sitting there? Nope. Did I bug it out by selecting them in the wrong order? Yes. Those are all out, so this is the last thing. And that is the end of chapter 5. Good night. Ends with Gwendolyn on the throne. So there was an epilogue for this game. I don't know what it entails. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I don't have it because it was well, the only two ways you could get it was either a pre-order a bonus, or there was a particular edition of the game that you could get that had it. You can't really get that anymore. Like, not even getting the season pass gets you the epilogue. It's interesting. But yeah, that'll be, well, that's certainly the end of the game, but we haven't gotten all of our achievements. I'm fairly certain. Yep, I've got 35 and 53. Now, obviously, some of them will change because of, for argument's sake, we haven't saved. We haven't gone through and saved Nice. We didn't rescue Mr. Fancy Cakes. There's other stuff, so yeah, there's certainly other stuff which we haven't done to get all of the achievements. What's the gallery? Is that just, yep. But they don't have one for chapter 5. Interesting. So in theory this would be the end. In practice I could go through and try and get all the achievements. Well, get all the achievements and go through the paths that we didn't do. Obviously I said before I wanted to at least do a run through the rescue to basically go through Nice's story instead of V's. It might have actually worked out well that we got Brave in our first run, because then we can go through and do Compassionate, or be King Graham the Compassionate for Nice, and then probably go, when we go back and do Wits, or if we go back and do Wits, then that can be for V. And that way, what we told them matches up. But if I don't do that, then we'll be... well, obviously that'll be the end of the season. So the series. And we can move on to a different game, which I've got a few options for. I could do another, like another visual novel. I've got a few of them. Or I could, I'm trying to think which ones I've got that could work. So I've got An Octave Higher, I've got the Minecraft story mode, which I don't think you can get anymore. Maybe you can. I'm aware it got mixed up with the Telltale stuff. I've got Tales of the Borderlands. Well, I could do something different, do a different sort of style of game. Like I've recently got Battletech, and that seems to work well. Sons did not work well. Or we could go back and start doing some extra stuff, like hard mode for Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. Blazing Blade? Yeah. FE7, anyway. Go through Hector's route. Or we could start the new Game Plus for Persona 4 Golden. Who knows? I'll figure something out for Wednesday. It may end up me writing as well, because I'm starting to work on something. But yeah, until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in live if you did. If you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, I've been Thongal82. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to find me elsewhere, the links will be in the description below, or feel free to check out the rest of the channel. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.